Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to stand here live at a charge. So look down to green action here, presented by Lunatic Designs. We are live again as we get ready for some Chop Shop Cup Series action here. Live week 4 from Iowa. We get ready for a good bang old time. Chopping It Up podcast give you tonight's action. We love seeing Chopping It Up find some success. If you haven't checked them out, find them on youtube.com/chopshop_TV. You can also find them on Spotify by looking up Chopping It Up Media Podcast and be able to get out there and have some fun with it. It is it's a good track. We ran it this past Sunday. It was the official race for NASCAR last week, and yeah, so a lot of drivers should have familiarity with this racing surface this week, and we should be able to see who's going to be able to do what. So a lot of drivers ready to rock and roll. It's going to be cool. Race information for tonight's race is going to be 200 laps, stage lap completion of lap 50. So it's going to be a long race, but the lap time is going to be quick. But the fall off is where these drivers could find they may or may not find success. We'll see how that will fare out for them. I think it's 103 degrees on the track temperature. Iowa doesn't have a track loaded up for SDK, so we'll have to make that mention of them. 4 sets of tires, 100% fuel, no fast repair, 82 degrees on the air temperature, 45% humidity, partly cloudy sky, 12-mile-an-hour wind, so kind of hot and spicy out there, kind of the way it looks for the field. So thank you, Budgie, once again for the 18 months. Thank you for the gift sub to Pat's Fate as well. Bollinger, you get yourself a lucky lady out there to be able to do so. I'm glad you're able to get out there and watch the racing as well. It's going to be awesome. So thank you very much. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do. You can do it everywhere, whether it's Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You can get out there and have some fun with it. All the cool things, right? All the cool things. So thank you very much. Yeah. You're cracking up.
I'm cracking up.
Yeah, on my end. Probably my headphones.
Might be your squirrels.
Need to
put some more drop some more. Pull the little lever to drop some more peanuts so they can run faster.
Heck no, I had to stop about 5 o'clock. I was so frustrated with the way that my desk was set up and the way the stream, like my stream setup was kind of working. I turned the stream off to fix it. So we're back. Yep.
Give me a minute. Yeah, and I didn't get home until after 5. I'll tell you about my day after stream.
Well, it'll be tomorrow. I got back-to-back streams. So.
Oh, that's right. Oh, long story short, let's just say the bike is back at the shop.
Oh no. Yeah,
a brand new bearing failed.
Oof.
All right, let me do my thing.
I'm gonna do mine. All right, starting grid tonight. Your Stay Tuned Sports pole sitter is going to be Joshua Siegfried. Joe Hudson's going to be your outside pole sitter. Chris Justice, Anthony Crowder are going to make up row number 2. Michael Caffrey, Michael Strickland there at row number 3. Jason Day, Brian Fine at row number 4. David Durand, Pat Green at row number 5. Row 6 will be Michael Matta and Brad Dove. Row 7 is going to be Alan Wild and Cam Dario. Row 8 will be Nathan Bigart and Jerry Culver. Derek Wegman, Tony Sanders out there. Row 9. Row 10 will be Hayden Malcolm and David Steiner. Clint Hackett's going to have Jeff Lairway to his outside row 11. Craig Bridge Jr. and Brandon Banks in row 12. Row 13 going to be Brian Raver and Chris Roberge. And Mr. Mueller is going to be out there as well. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Appreciate all the action. Thank you, everybody, for being awesome. Thank you for everybody who's been supporting the stream and what we've got going on. This stream is, doing a thing. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to see. We do have some driver cams tonight. I want to thank the drivers putting up the Chop Shop Racing driver cams. Chop Shop, world's greatest iRacing leagues, can join their Discord, get there and have some fun with them. And, they have 4 different leagues running, so absolutely killer. Chris Justice is going to be there on our driver cam number 1. Jason Day is going to make up that second driver cam for you as the drivers head off of pit road. Clint Hackett ready to rock and roll. We appreciate the man, the myth, the legend, doing himself, some of the cool things that he does. And, all the fine ways that we look at everything. Speaking of fine, here he is. There, Brian. There you go. All the natural life. And then, last but not least, old Jerry Culver. He's out there, the big burly beard, the Copenhagen bandit, the man making things over. Good to see him out there. Thank you to the drivers. Put up the driver cams. We'll catch up with them a little bit later as life does give us lemonade, and we get ready to look at some of the best things that we're going to see. iRacing, your platform for sim racing. Go to iRacing.com. If you haven't done so, make sure you check them out and sign up today. You can use any one of these drivers' names to be able to get yourself on board with them. Also, big special thank you, of course, to Richard Murtaugh, the PR Setups Group, for being on board with Chop Shop. Stay tuned Sports, a sports podcast that I encourage you to check out. It is, if you like everything sports, it's going to be the podcast that you see. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them out there on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, pretty much everywhere that it's really available. So go check them out. Take an admin box for being on board. Track Race, Ball Status, B&B Music, Matt Allen Esports, part of Signature Esports, and of course Chop Shop Racing, Lunatic Designs, and all the good things. Ready to go. Pace cars ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. But we full send this one. How about these drivers? Get full sent. Green flag. Let's go. Go Hudson. On the outside. Great start to the race there. Down at the bottom is going to be Joshua Siegfried. Try to hold on here. The big let's go for the Legend Bird.
Hold on to your butts.
Yep. Now, folks, SDK Gaming has a delay right now. And it has something to do with one of the updates that they have going on. So, that being said, if anything goes wrong, we'll just keep working. Gary Como working the inside. Iowa's had a repave when it comes to NASCAR and, of course, on iRacing. You see a lot of these drivers are going to see that second seam. That second seam is going to have a little bit of grip. But one of the things that makes this track that much more interesting is the exits out of turn 4. Absolutely killer. And you got to hold on to it. You got to make those tires work early. Right now, fastest lap of the race ran by your second place. Chris Justice working. Mr. Dudley, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Move the microphone around, so if I start sounding a little bit, jacked up, well, that's why. It's because I'm doing things and making...
Jacked up on Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I'm like a spider monkey. Siegfried, first race back for the 85. Chris Justice in second. Joe Hudson's going to win third. Jason Day in fourth. The track that bodes well for any driver that likes the short track style of racing. 3/4 mile length racing surface. 200 laps should have a tendency to go fast. See, I told you SDK had a delay. I clicked that thing when we went green. So there it is. There it is. There's your tower, folks. 5 of 200. There was a delay. It's a big delay. But we like it.
Sometimes delayed is good.
Yeah, like not being delayed.
I say all the time. I just said sometimes.
Sometimes, but all the time, but the times beeth sometimes. What?
Exactly.
Matt on the inside, Jerry Culver up 6 spots early. Take a look. He's making it outside. Oh, Matt comes up the race line just a little bit there. Ooh, baby.
That was a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy way of going around Matta. Here's Jerry Culver. Jerry having to recollect his thoughts here, maybe his pants. Eric Wegman there to the inside. Wegman up to Jerry Culver. Culver run to the wall. It's fine. Michael Battle working. Anthony Conover back to fourth. Inside lane. Try to prevail over Joe Hudson. Hudson saved a little bit of tire here. David Rand up on the outside lane. Right, fine working. There's it go. Siegfried out front, half second. Joshua trying to save a little extra on those tires. This is a racetrack that bottom feed is going to be the best. You got to always watch what happens there toward the middle part of that run. Michael Caffrey off a few spots here tonight. Cam Dario just behind. Maximum effort. Kind of wish I had better cameras for this racetrack, but I don't. This is the one racetrack I don't have driver cams for. I'm sorry, camera pack for. Big roll tide to FU to Cancer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to, folks, you can help out by, if you're on our Twitch channel, you'll be able to see it, and on YouTube, you can hit the exclamation point donate. That'll help you help me achieve my goals of being able to afford chemotherapy. It's costly. It sucks. Cancer sucks, and you know, we did the math. The math is pretty expensive. Just in medication for the month. Just in medication. It's roughly about $1,200. That's what I've been spending. It's expensive. That's race leader Siegfried. Stage lap completion of lap 50. And does anybody short pit the cycle to flip the stage? I doubt it. Unless you're, a lap down or try to make something happen. Brad Dove started from pit road. Looks like Brian Rayburn's going to be at 26. Looking at the inside of Jeff Laterway, Greg Bridge Jr. there in the mix as well. Good opportunity. All the things. Thank you, Budgie, for posting this stuff. It is it's the subathon/marathon/ whatever it is. 54 minutes away. Big Laugh Cancer, thank you very much. I'll tell you exactly what's going on with me. Calm. While the drivers will hop around this racetrack. Yeah, that's the current timer bonus, which is just regular stuff. 2 minutes per sub. 3 minutes per tier 2, 5 minutes per tier 3. 100 bits, maybe 2 minutes, something like that. Rations, $1 for every, 2 minutes for every $1. I think that's what it's set at. Either way. Kind of how that one works. All right, points for the series. Nathan Bigart, Michael Strickland, Anthony Crowder, your top 3 in points. That was last season. What in the world is going on with that one? Let me find the correct one. Yeah, that might work better. Standings. There's 2 standings channels, folks. That's what's going on there. So my bad. Save image. Yep. Save. Yep. Points. Okay. I found it. Yay! Nathan Bigard, 2 wins on the season. David Arend has a win as well. Johnny Banks second in the point standings. Stryker third in the point standings. Stage 1 for Chris Justice. Cam Dario has a stage 1 as well. David Arend with a stage 1 as last week. Churchy, $5. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you, sir.
Dan Church just super chat $5.
Thank you, sir.
Love your butt.
Love you too, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. You're awesome. Since YouTube isn't into...
I'm sorry. That just popped into my head.
Go ahead and do it that way. Since that stuff's not integrated on YouTube, we'll go ahead and give that to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I added too much time. It's supposed to be half that. I don't care. We're fine. We're fine. We're almost done. We're less than 3 days away. We're almost done. Those shenanigans happening, you know. Lots of entertainment. All right, Maddow trying to work his way forward. Michael Strickland off 5 from the start of the race. Cam Dario up 2. Wegman up 4. You see 9 spots gained for Christopher Burge. 98 in 17th right now. Joe Hudson going to work his way back forward as well. David Durand in that 5-1. Finding a little extra crispiness. Up and out of the race line. Everybody holding on. Everybody doing a great job. So far, so good. 49 just behind. Brian Fine up 3. Chris Justice has taken over the lead. Joshua Siegfried back to 3rd. Jason Day is going to be in 2nd. He is about 3/4 of a second between he and Chris Justice. Looking thoroughly. Nathan Bigart to pit road. He's getting some damage fixed. He and Hayden Malka both on pit road. What happened there? Right here. Lap 20. Comes up. Oh, gets into the back of Hayden. And that just... Oh. Man, oh man. I've always said Nate does not need to start in the pack. He likes to, though. He learns a thing or 10 about everything. Good track for Jason Day. Anthony Crowder has gotten around a couple of drivers. Joshua pushed hard on his race line. He's dropping back here. So some of the drivers saving in the middle part of the run, doing exactly that. We'll see how Joshua handles the next Gen Cup car over the next course of the next 23 laps this time by. There's Justice. 1/8 of a second difference here. Jason Day there to save tires. Good day. Good day. Let's go. Can you hear it? Can you hear the tires? I can. He's doing good. Doing well. He's got to run his race. Let's check on Jerry. Jerry moved up quick. Where there he is. He's in 13th. Up behind Mr. Caffrey. He'll have to give it a jump there a little bit. Yeesh. Let's see what's going on with that. Might be a bit rate thing, so bear with me. We'll see if it is a bit rate thing. Ouch, pooch. Pooch, pooch. Go lower. Apply. Thank you. But it can't be iRacing. We're doing the thing. We're doing the regular thing. Might be. Whoa, Joe Hudson. Free off corner. Goes all the way to the bottom side. David Durand gets back around. Joe Hudson trying to make it work. Woo! Big old skip there. Give me a moment, folks. I might have to make an adjustment. So while we do, put you on the gaming scene real quick. Got to make an adjustment. We're gonna make that adjustment here real quick. Oh my goodness, you're seeing my face for a whole bunch of faces and a whole bunch of things going on there. So bear with me just a second. We're gonna make a change, graphically speaking, only because I want to make sure that things are working properly. I want to make sure that the settings for um, the yeah apply. Okay, ta-da, ta-da. Want to make sure that it's all good. Want to make sure it's all good. Because you guys are amazing. I didn't even leave the session. Didn't even have to leave the session. So just bear with me. We're going to bring the session back over. I know you guys are seeing my face and everything that's going on there. So literally just want to make sure that the output is working properly here. So yeah, let's go back to it. Let's go back to the iRacing scene. iRacing. iRacing. No, that one. Yay, buttons. Much better. You're working just fine. Yeah. Prize on the prize, folks. Sometimes you just gotta feel like it. Sometimes you don't. All right, Siegfried on pit road. He's got, hopefully he doesn't have any damage there. Got his right front damage on the car. He'll go a lap down. Chris Justice, your race leader. 1.74 back is going to be Jason Day. Brian Fine's going to be in third. I'm curious about, about this race line. That traffic now something to be contended with. How about Mike Mueller? Old Mikey. From the old 100. David Durant and Stryker. A little battle. Stryker back to the inside. Stryker saving some tire late in the run here as well. 5 spots gained. Back. And now Stryker positive one during wall scrape there. Should be fine. Joe Hudson to the 49. Work his way back forward as well. Matta. Pam Dario. Michael Caffrey. Alan Wild. Bretta Banks up 11 spots this early. With Burge up 10. Stage break coming here in about 10 laps. Pretty darn snazzy, folks. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Churchy. Once again, love you too, brother. I appreciate you. Love. Big hype for the budgie. Let's go. All the things that could be said and done. Well, it ain't nothing but honey. Ain't nothing but you think. What? Yep. I got a new favorite sound.
Blizzard.
I do.
Blizzard. Blizzard. Blizzard.
Now, if you're trying to use your channel points to play that sound, it only works on the gaming screen, my gaming screen. So, if you see my face, it'll work. Outside of that, it doesn't work. So, Driver's starting to struggle a little bit. Brian Fine gets around Jason Day. Here's a 71. Jason Day, bottom side. Anthony Crowder back in tow. Turning himself inside that top 3. Big work, big move. Big entertainment. I gotta add that as an emote too. It's just funny. Woohoo, buddy. Another $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Dan Church just super chat $5.
Church, yay, you're amazing. I'll give you the same deal, okay? I'll give you the same deal. Boom. Thank you, Churchy. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being awesome.
So I thought about doing something.
Uh-huh.
But I'm wondering if I should attach it to your goals.
Okay.
You haven't seen my face as of recent, but I have a full beard.
Woohoo!
And I was thinking about shaving it off for you.
And take your like, sir. That'd be cool. My beard is gone. I mean, it's got stubble, but it's gone. It's gone. Like, gone. We'll make sure everybody can read what's going on about on Facebook. I really do wish it would be. Here it is. Yeah. Be cool. Have the man shave his beard. Well, you know, that $2,000 goal is pretty close. A couple $100 more away. We'll be good to go. I think it's like $3.99. I don't know how much it is. How much is it? We are. What is it? $349 away from the $2,000 goal. I've already spent all that on medication and doctor bills. Isn't that nuts? But Chris Justice, Brian Fine, trying to track him down. 1.4 back, actually a little bit faster each lap. Kind of ratchet lap times right now. Anthony Crownover, the fastest driver of the racetrack besides Michael Matta. Matta just ran a 490, so he's still under the 25-second map. But we're looking at about a 2.5-second fall off. A lot of the drivers right now. Justice out front, little clean air. Trying to make it happen. Craig Bridge Jr., first driver off the lead lap. Braeburn trying to make it work. I don't know. You guys tell me. Should your chat can tell me. Does Penguin attach shaving his beard off? He's already got less hair than I do.
Yeah, says you. Maybe on the top of my head.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like actual head hair. Not by much. I'm getting spottier. I got chunks missing. It sucks. Caution. For the stage. There's Justice, Brian Fine, Anthony Crownover, Michael Strickland, Joe Hudson's going to be your top 5 as they come around. Very calm. It went by so quickly that I actually missed the stage.
Good thing I was paying attention.
Well, you know, I'm a little better than that.
It happens.
I don't know why I can't scale that the way I want to. Yeah.
My manager actually told me, he said, if you really want to, you could even shave your eyebrows. I said, no, I'm not going that far.
No. Don't shave your eyebrows. Don't do it. I already look homely enough. Don't do it. Not lying, but hope. Hey, every little bit helps, sir. Every little bit, whether it's the Sarah McLaughlin thing or anything like that. All right, I am going to refresh and reset iRacing while we're under stage break. So that being said, we're gonna put you on the starting student screen. We'll be right back in just a moment. Yeah, it's enough, Churchy. It's enough. I love you. So the story is, we were racing, we had that stream going at a higher resolution than what it was supposed to be. It was at I don't know what it was, it was 1440p because the old monitor that was on the other, I switched monitors around. So, you know, if you don't want to mess yourself up, don't run your computer at a higher resolution than what's needed. So, you know, just a thought. Okay, fixed it. Paints are going to reload, but fixed it.
Just hope there's not another caution while I'm doing this.
No, they're still pacing. Lights are off on the pace car, though, so, just one to do.
Well, the old man problem kicked in. I stood up, my bladder said, "Hey, what about me?"
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happens to all of us. It happens to all of us. What is going on with iRacing? Jeez, oh Pete, man.
And the older you get, the worse it gets.
I know.
Because you stand up, it's not like, "Hey, what about me?" It's like, you need to go now.
Yeah, it's like, hey, hope you're good.
It's not like you get a warning or anything. No, it's go.
All right, we're green. Let's go. We're going to do some tower enabling here, folks. You can see everything. All right, we're green. You're late, but you're here. What's up, Afina? What did you come into? We're talking about old man problems. We got them all. Get them all. Right, flying out front. Chris Justice in second. Chance here for Brian. Anthony Crowder was going to be in third. Anthony Taylor, that run, was doing very well to make that race line work. 27 up on the outside. Work in progress. What? Yes. Look, rewind. Back here with Caffrey. He backs out of it. I'll try to make it work. Pat Green working Alan Wild, first driver off the lead lap. Greg Bridge Jr. was able to get the free pass, so he's back on the lead lap. But Burrs came in on 54 once again, maybe topped off on fuel. So he restarted the tail of the field. Just a little bit of a hiccup here. Every bit of it. You're just hunting in royalty tonight. Nice. So awesome. Good to see you out there too.
I have given up RP until signature opens.
Yep. If you hit the wall and the steering wheel was just off, that's what started. Just bad luck, fast car. Dude, it would look good. It looked good. Joshua, it looked good, man. It looked like you were having fun. I didn't see it, but we wondered, things happen. That right front damage is, especially when it comes to the toe link on this car, that toe link is, it's sensitive. It has more sensitivity than a late night stream when people start talking about weird foot fetishes. It's so weird.
Only toes.
That's right. Only not so toe. Tim Dario, the 22, up 9 spots behind Michael Strickland, 2 spots gained. John's at work, folks. If you're looking for John Hammond to get out here and whoop some butt, well, he's at work. Not here for him.
Yeah, he actually hopped into Discord about a half hour before the race. He sounded like a little robot 90% of the time because he was at work.
Hey, you've been good. You haven't returned to EMS. Hey, I still have everything ready, ish. I'm not opening it up until it's all open. Plus, watching some people getting banned, some servers getting banned. I've had to make some changes to some of the content that we have.
Huh?
Yeah. Did you not hear?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. They're cracking down like hard. You can't even have D-badged vehicles. You have to have either completely original or completely vanilla or something original. It is. Rockstar is hitting hard. CFX, yeah. They're going to town. Striker, try to make the move. There he goes. Up for.
That's interesting because there's a huge server that has huge population and a huge streaming presence, and they're running. They even call them, but they're debadged, but they look exactly like the vehicles.
Yeah, I watched. Oh man, I can't remember. Now, I'll have to send you the video. Yeah, they're there. Brian Fine being caught by Michael Strickland. Chris Justice saving a little bit here. Jason Day in that 6th spot, so Chris Justice stage winner. With the 5-2 on the outside, and it's all about finding your marker. Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy to watch. Yep. Yep.
Just because they're trying to slowly shut down 5M for 6.
Yep. That's the only thing that I can think is what's going on there. That's it. But you know. Whoa.
Because they're going to open servers and they want to charge you by playtime.
Yep. I hope that they don't.
And hardcore role players are going to tell you to go eat it.
Yep. They want to know. If that server sound like so Rickles there, and so if that server sounds like so Rickles, they have their pockets. Yeah. I hope. I mean, it's the same thing with Red M. I agree. I loved Red MRP, and I was in Badlands RP when it was just Badlands RP was just the Red M, and it was such a good server. And they had issues. Issue with OBS. Hold on. Yep. Maybe it's back. Here it is. OBS on the second PC, not on this. Not on the potato. We don't want the potato struggling. Bedroom, take for Laxer. 5 is the moneymaker, so they will hit that hard before touching Reddit. Yes. And one thing that I want to say is that 5M needs. It'll be 6M when it comes out, but they need a great 5M presence to continue BTRP moving forward. What is going on? It's not iRacing, it's literally OBS. Give me a second, folks. Giving some things some priority here, so yeah. So weird. I don't know. All right, so this bad boy on exciting. I'm gonna sit back and watch for just a moment. I've got to look at a couple of things. Yeah, real quick. Charging by playtime is dumb. I agree. I concur. What they need to do is not limit the scope of what 5M could be. I hope to see something different. I really do. Cam Dario in third up 11 spots, try to push his way forward. Striker's going to be in second. Crowder in fourth. Jason Day in fifth. Brian Fine worked his way back. Positive 7 spots here. Sits out front. Want to check on Chris Justice. He's dropped back to 7th here. Still running the bottom side of the racetrack. And we'll see how he's going to fare out. Pat Green to the 90 just behind. Exalta on board. All the things. All the things. Okay. All right. We're 79 laps in of 200. I will be back in just a moment. I'm watching the thing with 10. All right. Who wants McDonald's? What? Right, fine out front. 3/4 of a second here to Strickland. Anthony Conover still in tow. A little bit of lap traffic still matching. Chris Justice in 8th now. Yeah, try to see where the performance of the car is think he's losing anything here. I think he's just saving. 89 of 200. Brian Raker, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for being out there doing yourselves the awesomeness. Fina says they will lose out and they only realize the impact that 5M brought them financially. What was the statistic? It was when 5M servers started happening and content creation kind of got cycled around it. It rejuvenated the already billion-dollar industry that is Rockstar Games. And I mean, GTA 5 sales skyrocketed when that was an option. It was crazy. You can completely understand the copyright and logo stuff, and would even understand a monthly fee to 5M, but like WoW, but and other MMOs, but it's absolutely massive amount of money. All right, what is going on with OBS?
The other thing Rockstar needs to realize is that without 5M, they would have had to come out with GTA 6 a lot sooner.
Yeah.
You got to think. GTA 5's been out, what, 13, 14 years now?
Yeah, something like that.
And 5M's the only thing that keeps people buying it.
Yep. The young studs, the young content creation stars out there. I mean, you got to think about K-Bun. And if you only think for likes of K-Bun and all those fine folks. Insanity. Really is insanity. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the display settings, folks. So just bear with me. Something's jacked up. Yeah. Yep. Things should be fine now. It should be a little bit better. About David Array, Jerry Culver side by side. Jerry working. Check it on our drivers and our driver cams. We appreciate them for throwing their stuff up. How about Brian Fine? He's your race leader. Right now, currently trying to be stalked down. Bueller just there to his outside. Able to put him a lap down, or 2 laps down. Mike Bueller 2 laps down as it would be. Michael Strickland
my Lord.
The second. Yep.
The first time you said Mueller, my brain thought you said Bueller.
No, Mueller, not Bueller. but every once in a while I do say the old. I get that one. But Hackett in 16th. Working hard. A lot of laps still left. A lot of time still left. 40 minutes. Let's go by with these drivers. Jason Day, 3 and 4th, trying to have a good top 5 night. 1.7 back from Anthony Crowdover. Again, long run race pace is what matters out of all these drivers. Cam Burial, Pat Green in a good spot here. Chris Justice just behind him. Chris Justice in the old VR. Solid performance, solid night. So far, so good. Striker. 9th of a second back Crowdover. I think Brian Fine had a good pace to his car, even on the long run. So we're seeing what drivers can do here late in this run. Anthony Crowdover is actually closing down the distance here to Strickland. About to halfway. Lap 100 being completed. Figured it out. Almost fell. Okay. Siegfried having an issue. Joshua into the corner. That car's still turning to the right. Oof. He's fine. Ouch. Legman out. Malcolm out. Uh-oh. 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 SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh. Network closed. -1. Let's fix that. Okay. Or, I know it was wrong. Okay. What was wrong was our Ethernet cable got plugged out from, unplugged from our main PC there when I was making those changes. So let's reload. Probably will be better. Yeah. So sorry, folks. This is an issue that I did. So it's my own doing. So yeah, we'll fix it. I promise we'll fix it. I got some good chips. Little anti-caps.
It was funny. I was in the store today
Mm-hmm.
during my lunch, and Casey's sour cream and cheddar chips are gluten free.
Are they? I like Casey's
Yeah.
chips. I think they're good. I'm back. Go back to working, please. You okay? Please work. Please work. Why isn't it not working? Tools. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um. That'll work. Huh. Bear with me, folks. Hmm. 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 Something's not working. Tools. Give me a second, folks. Me make sure things are working properly here.
Look like somebody missed pit lane.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Tools. NDI. Okay. I want to make sure the audio is working. So the preview is working there, folks. So bear with me. Properties. I want to make sure that the audio is working. Go back to this one. Okay. Network. Okay. Hmm. Yep. Give me a second.
Jason, did you crash?
No, I didn't crash. The audio is not coming across OBS right now.
I've got a black screen on my end.
Yeah. No. I'm trying. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure that because right now it's showing preview, and I need it to show I need it to have the audio going. Because right now it's things are backwards. 119 of 200. Folks, I may have to reopen OBS. So you bear with me. We'll get some things worked on. I'm gonna have to stop the stream and guess what's working now. Hello, YouTube. You should be back. Facebook, you're probably gone. Do apologize about that. So Facebook, if you're out there watching, I hate it for you. Twitch, we're back. Appreciate you very much. Sorry, Facebook. Sorry. But hey, if you're out there watching on YouTube, we appreciate you. I just had to fix the audio, folks. I don't want to ever have something jacked up and not be able to fix it. And so, that's pretty much what I had to do there. Right now, everything is fine. I realized what had happened, why it had happened, all that stuff. So, every once in a while, things just go wrong, and it's all about troubleshooting and making sure you're doing it. 3 wide here, Brandon Banks, Cam Dario back here trying to search in. Michael Madden is going to be there as well. Anthony Crownover out front. Brian Fine is coming to pit road. Jason Day just left pit road. As green flag pit stops underway. Michael Caffrey, same concept. So drivers trying to make it to the end. Crownover out front. Chris Justice in second. Pat Green's going to be in third. Joe Hudson in fourth. Michael Madden is going to be in fifth. Ryder Banks again working his way forward. Strickland, one of the first takers to come get tires and fuel, came at a 108. Jason Day came at a 109. Caffrey came at a 112. 105 for Brian Fine. I'm sorry, not Brian Fine, Jerry Culver. Brian Fine came at a 119. He's just ahead. He's trying to work his way around the 45 there. Straight out the 45. That is the 49 of Joe Hudson. But everything's working now. I hope everybody's happy. I'm sorry I had issues, John and Stryker. But at least you can watch it on YouTube, and the race is almost full to extent.
Crownover's coming in now.
Yeah. Chris Justice is going to take over the lead. He was saving a lot there, so we'll see how long it takes for him to work his way back forward. That Green goes to second, to Joe Hudson in third. This is the challenge of new tires, right? Who does what? That Green in second. And Brian Fine just ahead. Chris Justice getting around Mike Mueller. Welcome back, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Thank you to Facebook and YouTube. Thank you to, well, Facebook is... Thank you, YouTube. The auto disconnect on Facebook irritates me. I just want to be... I want to be able to go back, and I'm going to have to look and see if there's a setting there. David Steiner just ahead of the 114. I'm sorry, the 14. We'll complete a lap 128, 72 laps to go. We're back. Welcome back. I hate it. Sorry. I promise both PCs are good, and I had everything set up, but then I went and changed everything around as far as monitors go, and I must have unplugged the Ethernet cable back there because we were running the streaming PC was running off Wi-Fi only, so that's a no-no. Don't do that.
Yeah, not on a streaming PC. Just as heading in.
Yep. Yeah, don't do that. Pat Green coming around. He's going to lead a lap. Credit lap led for Pat Green. Matt is going to be just behind him. Still some drivers looking for pit road. Rayburn. This needs to come in as well. Extra bonus points matter. Strickland out front. And right now, he's the first taker. And 70 laps to try to make it happen. Right now, Jason Day climbs around Brian Rayburn. Jason Day on 109. Michael Caffrey in tow. Brian Fine just ahead. There's a little bit of traffic there with him. That's the 63 of David Steiner. Carter Banks coming to pit road. This is where things get interesting. 9 seconds the gap for Strickland. Pat Green still staying out. Matt is going to be there as well. A lot of traffic trying to unlap themselves, including Anthony Crownover down on the bottom side. Matta. Gotta give that extra away. Crownover's going to be able to clear on the back straightaway in Iowa. 132 of 200. What's up, Kaylee? How you doing? How you doing? How's your mom and them? Yeah, I had to fix it. You can't watch a race without audio. And I realized that whenever I plugged the Ethernet cable back in, it said, oh, guess what? I did something bad. And yeah, then I had to fix it. And, you know.
You broke me.
I did. I broke it. Yeah, YouTube should not have shut down, which is awesome. Thank you, Budgie. Yeah, YouTube should be good to go. Facebook did shut down. And it would take more effort than it's worth. So we'll make sure that we attach the link for the YouTube channel, for the YouTube stream to watch the rest of it. To that. Just joined in. What's up, John? Good to see you, sir. You know, this is a track you could have been aggressive at. Pat Green coming in. Michael Matta up 10. I had an issue with the streaming PC where the Ethernet cable got taken out. So I had to restart the stream in the middle and fix things. I was trying to fix things and troubleshoot things at the same time. So we're good. We're good now. Everything's back to normal. Like everything's running the same as what it has been running. So love it. How many cautions? Just the stage. He's doing a lot better. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, Kaylee.
Huh. Oh.
Got it right. Just the stage. That's it. Yeah, we had the green flag pit stops in. Everybody's come to pit road except for Matta. The striker's catching him. But Michael Matta maybe looking for something late here when it comes to having 60 laps to go. Striker came in early, 108, 119 for Brian Fine. Jason Day came in on 109, so, 10 lap pressure tires, they're happening. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. What a good race. All the cool kids are joining out. You know, I mean, that's good. The chat matters, right? All the chat matters. How's work, John? Is it going well? Are they taking you off of
Jeff Puffa?
So Matt is trying to hold on to the lead here for as long as he can. Stryker has a 1.2 second deficit between he and Brian Fine. There's the 25 of Brad Dove with the outside. Dove, little wiggle out of the car. Oh, Brian Fine up to the door. Be careful there. Now Dove's going to run him tight back. Yeah. The tighter you run Dove, the more Dove will push back. Work sucks. Yeah. One day you'll retire. That's what I will too whenever I don't have kids and cancer. You know. All right. Stryker holding on. Brian Fine. Been worked over here a little bit. Stryker going to get second. Matta leading. Stryker, I don't think Stryker's lit a lap yet, so he's hoping that Matta comes to pit road. That way he can do something here. Brandon Banks over to the outside. Gonna run tight. Gonna make that pass. Gonna make it clean too. Joe Hudson. Oh, Matta. 3 on the bottom side of the racetrack. And Stryker might be able to get there and lead a lap here. There's the 3 just ahead. 143 and 200. Stryker trying to get there. Brian Fine in tow. Matta up and out of the corner. Stryker trying to avoid lap traffic. He missed the Truck Series race. He couldn't avoid it. 88 to the outside. Brian Fine in tow. Stryker to the lead. Can he get around and lead the lap? That's the question. So Strickland clears. Now a little bit of clean air. Got to make it happen. Matta into the wall just a little bit back there. Brian Fine in tow. Brian's going to look to the outside. He's going to be able to turn. That's going to be the factor here. Stryker's not been running qualifying laps. He's just been out there running naturally. Got to make it happen. Man, oh man. All right, well, Strickland gets credit for a lap lead. See if he's going to be able to stretch. I mean, last time by, able to, without being behind some traffic here, Stryker's able to kind of turn up the heat a little bit here. A little wiggle out of the corner. Ryan trying to close in. Good look at the line side of the racetrack, and Stryker doing just that. Jason Day sitting in 4th. Matta is yet to come to pit road. He's going to be laps down. Got a whole lot of traffic there. 3 wide, quarter exit. Dove back to the outside. Ooh, Dove looking to go into the corner. That's a challenge right there, you know. Dove trying to get around him here. Michael Matta up into Dove. Holy cow, man. Easy, easy. Dove's got newer tires than Matta does. And tell you what, Michael. Yeah, now Dove trying to work. Matta is like a moving chicane right now. And, I mean, Dove had to send it there. The pace for Michael Matta is about 2 seconds off the pace right now. Matta sitting in 3rd. Everybody else around him running 24-second laps. He's at a 25:40, 25:50. Brian Fine, Michael Strickland side by side. Stryker back up on the outside lane. It's going to be up into the wall. Stryker, holds on to it though. Going to tear that car up. Stryker and that wall do not agree. Brooklyn on it clear. Not quite yet. Jason Day gets around Michael Matta. Matta sitting in fourth. Came in at last on 52. He's about to have 100 laps on the tires here. Cam Dario back on the lead lap as well. Has got himself around. Michael Strickland back to the lead on the outside lane. Brian Fine working second lane. A bad drive line for him. 152 of 200. Brian trying to close in. How about Rayburn? Rayburn just trying to drive here and get one of his laps back. There'll be 2 laps down. So Stryker clears down. Down back down to the bottom side as Brian Fine tries to throttle up. We'll see. These two door to door. Brian Fine leaning on Stryker there. Not a pleasant move. Strickland works to diamond the corner. Trying to get him to use up the tires just a little bit. Caffrey now closing in on Michael Matta. Anthony Crownover, same concept, looking for a top 5 night. Crownover came in on 112. David Rand came in on 125. Got about a 9-second deficit between he and the leaders right now. 46 laps to go this time by. Strickland to Rayburn. Rayburn trying to get around Stryker. Rayburn, Craig Bridge Jr. coming in that number 3. Clint Hackett on the back straightaway. He's a lap down. Alan Wild working hard for the 07. Tony Sanders at the 21. Still holding on. David Steiner still out there running. Cam Dario just ahead of him. Pat Green at the 12th right here in that 90. He's trying to work right now. Rayburn working to get around the 5.7. It's going to be able to do so. A little bit newer tire. Trying to make that pass. Brian Fine trying to manage. Joe Hudson trying to get himself back on the lead lap as well. Joe Hudson came in on 128, so the cycle of the tires working. Matta coming to pit road. Oh, he's going to miss pit road. Well, Michael Matta came down to go to pit road. He's going to take the access road. Looked like he went to come in, got a little sideways, and missed pit road commitment. He's going to lose a ton of spots here. Well, the strategy did not work. He's going to go multiple laps down. Caution comes out. Why? Craig Bridge Jr. So Matta might get lucky here. Oops. Got free. That's it. Just got free. First caution of the race. Yep. So Matta on pit road's already a lap down. He's going to be on the lead lap, so he skips pit road. That saved Matta. Matta made 2 mistakes there. And almost cost him. So everybody's coming to pit road. Anybody on the lead lap, Pat Green's going to be your lucky dog. So, opportunity. Oh, yeah, Matta coming around will finally take tires and fuel. If he doesn't miss pit road, he almost gets wide there.
His tires are probably so slick, he's got no grip.
Yep. Pat Green, chance to come to pit road as well. He's going to be back on the lead lap. Rayburn will be waiting for the free pass. Brad Dove waiting for the free pass as well. Bueller might stay out. Roberge is going to stay out. He's in 23rd. So a chance for any one of the drivers here to make something happen. First caution of the race for incident. Brian Fine coming on. What?
Michael just came over the radio and said he blew his right rear from going so long.
Well, he's got a set of tires. Did he get a black flag for it?
No, he said that's why he didn't. That's why he almost missed pit road, is because he said he felt it starting to go.
Did he get a meatball from it? That's because I didn't see a black flag on my end. So then.
No, that's why he almost missed pit lane.
He
said he blew his right rear.
If he'd have done that, he'd had a meatball flag. That's one of the things that iRacing does. It gives you if you run your tires for so long that you have no grip on it. After I think it's even at like 15% grip. The iRacing will give you a meatball flag for it.
Oh.
That's why I was confused, because if you had a meatball flag, it would have been damage. It's one of those irreparable situations. So, I don't know. Understanding the simulator better and better. Ryan Fine's going to be your race leader. Michael Strickland in second. Jason Day, Anthony Crownover, Michael Caffrey, Chance. Now, Brian Rayburn is going to take the free pass along with a couple of other drivers. Pat Green back to pit road. Is going to be getting tires. Going to start the tail of the longest line as he leaves pit road. Chance here as Dove gets released. And now, you never know, right? You never know. Oakley. He got free coming off the apron, coming to the apron at a turn 4. I do wish that iRacing did have blowouts. I would love to see somebody blow their tire, and it actually make a difference. But we don't have that. We have it as close to realistic as we can. Green flag, let's go. 37 laps to go this time by. Brickland here to the back bumper. Now qualifying laps are going to be underway. Chris Justice trying to make it happen. Jason Day back to the inside. Kind of banks up on the next now. 18 spots gained. It's had to work. Caffrey there to his inside. Brickland with the lead on the bottom. 30 to the 5-7. The drivers, the wall tap, no problem. Crownover working. Jason Day. The fastest exit out of turn 4. Doing a great job of putting himself in positive momentum. Brickland just ran the fastest lap of the race at 22.87. He's been holding on to that qualifying lap. There it is. Now with a little bit of grip, and now you kind of have to let away with it. 35 to go at the line. Round over Jason Day, Chris Justice. Everybody holding on to their butts. Let's go. Trying to be maximum effort. Let's go, Ray. Back on the lead lap. There's Jason Day. He's hitting it 4th. Behind the program, eSports Racing Man. Round over. Jason Day look to the inside. Left side tires working. He's leaning, man. He leaned with it. That's the old lean with it, rock with it situation. Bud Hackett in 18th. A little bit of lap traffic ahead of him. He has battles here. David Steiner, Tony Sanders, Alan Wild, Cam Dario, Pat Green. All the maximum entertainment you're going to get. How about it? Ryan Fine trying to hold on. Ooh, wall tap. It's a bad time to go to that driver. Ball scrape for Franker, too. Good touch. Yeah. I think it does have a penalty. The battle going on for third. There's Jerry Culver. He's sitting at ninth. Top 10 right now for him. Try to make it happen. All the cool things that does become the awesomeness that is the awesomeness. There it is. Stream Deck working once again. Stream Deck quit too. That was awesome. Without Crownover and Jason Day, they have got a battle hooking up here. Crownover clears Jason Day once again. Jason's got a big turn off the corner here. Bottom side of the racetrack. Trying to get there. A little wiggle out of the 27. He's off for the top three. Half second the gap from Strickland. 28 laps to go. This time by as 172 ticks off. 173 underway. How about them apples, folks? How about them apples? So, CFXRE, was something earlier, was acquired by Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games for an estimated $20 million. The acquisition, before they sold, CFX was making an approximate $1.5 million per month before the acquisition. So, you think about that revenue right there, and once they got the blessing and backing of Rockstar Games, imagine the amount of money that has transpired. So, crazy. So, just think about that. Even if it's 1.5 million, 1.5 times 12, $18 million a year. Let's say that we take the average increase of. That's inflation increase since the acquisition. That's $20.7 million a year, plus the sales of the game. That's insane. Anthony Crownover in third, solid. Jason Day, Chris Justice still holding on to fifth. Right now, Brandon Banks get up 18. To the outside, trying to dive in the corner. 23 laps to go for Michael Strickland. He does have 3/4 of a second the gap. As Anthony Crownover holds on to the next spot. Banks working on Chris Justice up on the outside. Michael Caffrey. Now, Chris Justice won the stage, able to run 50 laps from out front. Solid day, solid progression. Joshua Siegfried was your pole sitter. Trouble early with some right front. And now 22 laps to go. Culver off track. Took a ride in the grass. Here's Netcode. Oh, he went around. No caution for that. I'm surprised iRacing didn't throw that one. I think Matta went to the inside. Throttled up on Jerry. Little Netcode. Down across the nose of Cam Dario. 20 laps to go. I am shocked that iRacing did not throw the caution for that. That was crazy. Round over, trying to have the long green flag run here to the end. Brandon Banks in fourth. Jason Day in fifth. Give your clip, Budgie. That was kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. Sometimes you feel like it. Sometimes don't. Thank you, folks, for giving us the likes and doing all the cool things and being the cool kind of collected. I appreciate you all very much. And, of course, and always want to thank you all for all the support each and every week when it comes to broadcasting, when it comes to these leagues, when it comes to these drivers. I know they appreciate it. I know they don't get the chance to say it as much. You know, they're out here to win races, right? But we do know that they all appreciate it significantly. All right, Robert's coming to pit road late. Happening with the car. Maybe having to have a stop and go. 17 laps to go for Michael Strickland. Brian Fine a second back. When Stryker got a level playing field to get himself out front of these drivers, he was able to make it work. Got clear early. Right now, a full second to gap. 16 laps to go. Ryan pushed hard as well. Anthony Cronover trying to hold on to Brandon Banks. Cronover trying to get his first top 3 of the season. Racetrack similar to the nature. And I tell you what, Banks running close. Cronover up and out of the corner. Banks almost had that turn in out of turn 1. Banks might have to try to pull something off on the front straightaway here. You see him setting up the run here to get a run on the 27. Working a little higher. Right now, Cronover all the way down 8, having to back up the corner. It's Justice back in tow. You see Michael Caffrey, Jason Day. Day in 7th right now, trying to pull one out. David Rand. And that 5-1. I thought he was in a different paint scheme earlier. Pretty paints update. See? Sometimes the resets are good. Joe Hudson at 9th. Matt is going to be in 10th. Jerry Culver trying to play catch-up here to Michael Matta. Pat Green. Lone Wolf. Brian Rayburn back there as well. Keeping himself calm. Amnerio, David Steiner side by side here. Battle. It's Clint Hackett. These are drivers that are a lap down. But nonetheless, still a good race. Brandon Banks trying to clear Anthony Cronover on the outside lane. 27 bottom. Here comes Chris Justice out of the corner. 8:27 side by side. Mueller. Very bottom side of the racetrack. So Brandon Banks. With 11 laps to go, trying to charge to the front. Chris Justice, same concept. Mueller up and out of the corner. Not over. It's a run on the 100. Out of the bottom he goes. Right over Chris Justice. Battle for 4th. Now being 3rd is Brandon Banks. A little wall scrape there. Trying to make it happen. Brian Fine just ahead. Strickland 10 laps to go. Looking for that win. Needs that dub. Needs the W. So Strickland will make it 9 laps to go. Brian Fine 1.3 back. Brandon Banks last lap. A 2/10 of a second faster than Michael Strickland. The striker, a little lap traffic in that lap, so we'll see how this one will fare out for him. Rayburn, first driver off the lead lap. We'll see Brian Fine and Brandon Banks. Banks has closed down the gap. 8 laps to go now. It's Justice and Anthony Cronover. Brad, thank you for subscribe to our YouTube channel. Much love. Appreciate you. Strickland. Oh, caution comes out. Craig Bridge Jr. for the second time. Well, You know, I can hear it now. Maybe. La dun 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 dun. Thank you to Lunatic Designs. Thank you to the Chopp'N Up podcast. Thank you, of course, to Chop Shop Racing. I want to thank Stay Tuned Sports, of course, Admin Box, Track Racer, Ball Stats, B&B Music, John, and Michael Strickland for John Hammond and Michael Strickland for having me on board. Penguin's your race controller. He does the old 1-2. Matt might be coming to pit road, maybe get a set of tires. Pat Green, same concept. Try to do something with a green white checkered attempt coming up. Be natural, I do believe. If I'm not mistaken. Can't hear me.
Wait, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm in Discord.
Yeah,
I'm like, I can hear you.
No, you can hear it. I bet. Stryker was on a way to a win here. He just has to time the restart. He's going to be aggressive. Matta comes in. He takes tires. Pat Green get a little damage. Rayburn, tires. Can he stay on the lead lap, though? Because there's the pace car. And he's going to be leaving pit road. Pat Green's leaving as well. So 3 drivers on fresher tires. It makes me wonder if Strickland's going to be choosing the outside lane or the inside lane on the restart here. Brandon Banks will restart third, no matter how you look at it. Chris Justice is there as well. Oh, baby. Circle and stamp that caution. Yeah.
Blizzard.
88's going to elect the outside lane. We'll have 4 laps to go at the line. All right, now 5 laps to go. Now it'll be 4 laps to go. Holy cow. Jeez. Yep. All right, we're ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's do the thing. Hold on to your... Well, you know.
I'm ready.
Yeah, green flag. Good restart for Strickland. Brandon Banks all over the back bumper of Brian Fine. 3 to go. Matta, Pat Green. Pat Green surges to the outside. 3 wide. 49 on the bottom side. Pat Green going for it. Matta on the bottom. Pat Green surging. Oh, Matta getting into the 5-1. Michael Matta turns the 5-2. Is going to turn himself in front of Jerry Culver. Michael Matta drove down into the 5-1. Big caution. Stryker still your race leader. I wanted to look for new tires and watch that in the middle of that mix. The one thing that Pat Green did here, he gave a lot of room and said, you know what, I got new tires. I'm going to be able to drive around the outside. And Michael Matta to the back bumper of the 5-2 there. Go just a little bit closer. Take this bad boy and we're going to circle around. and see what happened here, because if it's just Jason Day getting free, it's one thing. Matt tight with a 5-1. 16 right to the back bumper. Yeah, he just gets into him. Back up just a little bit. I mean, even if it's net code, it doesn't matter. You're driving in here. Me. Do this. Whoa, that was a little much. Sorry, folks. That was rough. Let's go right there. Let's see if I can make that work a little bit better. So we have our first attempt at a green-white checkered coming up. No, he made contact. Dang! It'd been cool to see, and it's good to try a tire strategy to run a couple of laps. I'm gonna tell you what. That's rough. Clint Hackett. And in the meantime, the whole thing that happened right there, Matta comes up, takes out Jerry Culver. And there's more drivers involved because they're just up to speed. Cam Dario, one of those drivers. Alan Wild, tossed aside like he was yesterday's news. Yeah, I mean, he just came up in front of the field, and there's just nothing that Alan could do there. Cam Dario, already up to speed as well. Man. Well, you wanted it to be exciting. Well, there it is. Fifth caution of the race, fourth for incident, one for stage. Dang. Pat Green is already up to 7th. Rayburn up to 11th right now, so there's your newer tires. Excuse me. Had it back in on 200, so he's going to have a shot at it again. Jason Day, Clint Hackett. Clint Hackett could have come to pit road. I don't know why he didn't come to pit road. He started the tail of the longest line, so maybe hoping for another caution. Cam Dario taken out. Jerry Culver still out there running. Nose damage on board. Michael Strickland elects the outside lane. Jason Day put out some frustration on that one. Just got turned around. Hopefully Day didn't claim that one, because that wouldn't make any sense.
Day did claim it.
That's all that matters. That sucks. I mean, if he got free, he got free, but I mean, Matt has got to realize on throttle off with new tires, you've got to search for a different lane. All right, we're green. All right, Banks, good restart. 2 to go. Oh! Capri into the wall hard. They're going around. Jerry involved as well. That should be a caution. Why is it not a caution? Oh, final lap. Stryker takes the final lap. All right. Stryker taking the white flag. No caution. Pat Green to the inside. From 7th, can he make it to the lead? To 2nd. Pat Green out of the final corner. Can he throttle off and steal one away? Oh, Netco taking up Brandon Banks. Stryker at the line. Pat Green 2nd. Chris Justice 3rd. Jerry Culver tore up, trying to finish the race into Brandon Banks at the end. Man. Brandon Banks right here. Up and out of the corner. Jerry Culver is right here. Trying to finish the race. What happened to Brandon Banks there? Hold on. That was insane. Who did Brandon Banks get into? Oh, it was Steiner. Out of the corner, David Steiner. I thought it was, for a moment there, I thought it was Jerry. Here, watch this. David was collected in that incident, and he's trying to get himself down. He can't. And a Rayburn. Wow. Hey. Race results. Michael Strickland gets the win. Pat Green second. Chris Justice third. Brian Fine, David Durand, Joe Hudson, Michael Matta, Anthony Crownover, Brandon Banks, Clint Hackett, your top 10. Brian Rayburn, Michael Caffrey, Jerry Culver, Jason Day, and then Tony Sanders, your top 15. Looks like Alan Wild, David Steiner through 17th. Craig Bridge Jr. Brad Dove in 18th. Craig Bridge Jr. in 19th. Jeff Lairway in 20th. Here's the rest of those race results for you. Cam Dario, Mike Bueller, Chris Roberts, Nathan Bigart, Joshua Siegfried, Derek Wegman, and Hayden Malcolm. All on it. Stryker gets the win. And that was insane. Crazy. Crazy. Stryker did a great job. He held on to it at the end. And able to do so. Brandon Banks had a great restart there. Pat Green full sent. But he did it on the outside. That's where Pat Green made a lot of his passes, right there on the outside. And it was insane to watch. Let's talk to the man. He comes home victory lane. Michael Strickland gets one here in week 4, man. Now you can be, shame. You did it great.
You know what? It was an awesome race. It really was an awesome race. We did a historical trend at this place, and I believe we had 22 cautions last time we came here, 18 the time before, and 10 the time before that. So to have two good, I think we did 2 green flag runs, and then kind of have a sprinkle of cautions there at the end. You knew they were going to happen there towards the end. Especially everybody's fighting for those last positions. I think there was a couple of guys that had a last set of tires. So I'm just proud of the guys. I mean, I am thoroughly impressed with Brian Fine. The dude was a phenom today. I wouldn't have been able to beat him had that caution not come out. It was in the bag for him. Maybe him or Crownover, because Crownover ended up extending his tires out a little bit better. So I think he had the right strategy, and the caution just kind of came out and allowed us to get up front, on a shorter stint. And if, all it takes is just a couple of qual laps, then, I'm going to hit him for the most part. So all in all, it was a good race, dude. But I want to congratulate everybody. Solid race today. And yes, getting the win out of the way early in the season is good. IO's been good to us. I think this is our 3rd win here in the last 5 seasons, so it's been good to us.
Yeah, the shenanigans at the end of the race, they were insane. When I saw Jason Day at the back of the field, I was like, that wasn't Jason's fault. It wasn't Jason's fault.
I have no idea what happened. All I know is I came around the corner of 3 and 4, and I actually backed it down. Thank goodness I did. Mm-hmm. And I saw David Steiner coming off the wall, and we made contact. Had I gone in a little bit deeper, I would have just dead T-boned Steiner and killed my run. And I think Pat Green was right on my butt.
Yeah.
So he would have easily won it. He almost got it. Yeah. Pat was.
He had new tires, and he took the tire strat to another level because he passed drivers on the outside lane and then finally had a shot there on that last lap to utilize a little bit of the bottom side. Yeah, somebody did get taken out in that one. Brandon Banks, he restarted there with you and had a hole shot there on the restart right behind you. There was, I mean, a lot of chaos at the end, but it was a good, calm. I call it a calm race for Iowa. We talk about strategies, we talk about what drivers are doing, we talk about what the league is doing as a whole, and it just seemed like this was a good race. It was exciting at the end, and I got to call some drama. It's kind of fun. I've been missing that one.
Yeah, I know I got drug in to the RC booth immediately after the win, so I didn't hear kind of the hoopla, but I was in the Discord with 3 or 4 of the guys, and I think some of those guys were involved in that accident. They were all hooting and hollering, so I know something happened. I got to go back. We'll take a look at it. As always, we look at every incident. We do our best to try to make everybody whole, kind of like insurance. If we can, we'll fix it. If not, then we're gonna move on and do what we do best, which is act like grown-ups and enjoy the race that we had and move on to next week. So I don't know what happened, but we'll take a look at it. Either way, I'm extremely ecstatic and proud of everybody that raced here today from top to bottom. I am ecstatic. We've had a couple of I'm going to say bad, but a couple of high caution races in some of our series lately where a lot of the new guys are getting acclimated. But this Cup series, all in all, like David Durant, Pat Green, Brian Fine, Brandon Banks, John Hammond, Robert Church, Jerry Culver, everybody that comes in here, we know each other. We give each other room. Anthony Crownover. Everybody does. For some reason, we do a little bit better job here in the Cup Series, so I'm super proud of everybody. It's a shame for Brian Fine and Crownover, which, to be honest with you, I think they had the right call. Had it gone green, they probably would have snuck it out. It was going to be between those 2 guys, but we'll take them when we can get them. They're hard to get. They're hard to come by. You saw there, I had to snatch it from 3 or 4 drivers there 3 or 4 times there at the end. So each one of these guys is just as fast as the next guy. So congratulations to everybody, and I'm happy for a win.
You did great. You did it at the right time. You made the right call at the right time. You had the best restart, and you were pulled away even on a 25, 27 lap run. So it would have been 37 laps by the time it was all said and done. So nothing wrong with that strategy. A little cleaner, a little ability to control the race, and it was a ton of fun to watch. Striker, give you shout outs, man. It was fun.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody that's out there that's watching us. Signature Esports, the best in the business. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe and like. I know you have a marathon going on. Please, 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 if you can, participate in what Jason's doing. It's for a great cause. It's something that you'd be extremely grateful for any assistance that you can give him. I know you're struggling with some medical issues, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that you've been grinding 24/7, streaming consistently online to try to get that exposure out there. So I commend you, and I appreciate everything that you've done for us. So thank you very much. We love you, man, and I hope you get better. Chopping It Up Cup Series. I know Ryan's coming back doing the podcast. We got a lineup of guys that are going to be doing the podcast here in the near future. So stay ready. We're going to revamp that. All of our sponsors, Admin Box. Let me see. There, we got so many that it's hard when we're excited like this to name them all, but I'm going to do my best here in just a split second. Admin Box, Richard Murtaugh with Premier Racing, Geomax, Lunatic Designs, Dove Farms, Chopp'N Up Media, Chopp'N Up Podcast, Thompson Racing, Hoosier Tires, Adrenaline, Signs and Wraps, Klosterman Engravings and Designs. Everybody that's helped us. Stay tuned. Sports, which is our Pole Award guys. Thank you very much. And it was my mom's birthday this weekend, so happy birthday, Mom. We love you. It was my wife's birthday last weekend. We love you. Happy birthday. And it was my birthday 2 weeks ago, so happy birthday to me. I'll take it as a birthday win. Other than that, man, let's have some good times and let's keep chugging away.
Happy birthday to everybody. I love it, man. We appreciate you. Striker, much love, man. Let's go get him next week. I don't even know where we're at next
week.
That's
right.
I didn't even look. Hold on.
I don't know. Probably somewhere difficult.
Difficult at week 5. No, next week you're off, so it's going to be the difficult thing.
All right, good.
You'll be back in Auto Club for week 5 in August 22nd.
All right, we can be a winner for a little bit longer.
I like it. Hey, Auto Club's a great track for you too. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, we got a lot of killers in here, so it's fun, man. This place is awesome. It's awesome. Come and join us, guys. If you haven't done so already, come and join us. Click the Discord link. Come and join us. We got a bunch of great guys, and we're always here for better. For more guys. Not necessarily better, but just anybody that wants to come in and participate in the community. Come on over.
Yeah,
we'll accept you.
That's right. ! Shop and Twitch, and you can check the links in the description on YouTube. We were live on Facebook, but in the middle of the race, I had a crash issue. So, and it was my fault. This time, it was my fault. It was something I could have double checked, and I didn't double check, and it was all my fault. So, at least this time I screwed something up.
It happens. It happens. One quick shout out, Robert Ben S. You're the man, brother. Thank you again. We love you. So I'll let you get to everybody else. My ladies are already staring at me like, get the hell off the sim racer already. So I got to run.
Bye. Striker. Yeah, Striker coming home in victory lane. I love the dude. Let's talk to Pat Green coming home in P2 tonight. Almost had it. 7/100ths of a second. Mr. Green, what a run you had. Had to shoot for the stars. And damn near had it. Congratulations. P2 finish tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I was, for a moment there, I was content finishing in 12th where I was at, wherever I was. Before that, it was the final series of cautions came out. When I was a lap down at one point, then I got back on the lead lap, and I said since I was going to restore behind everybody, I'd say what I just saved was set of tires and cross my fingers and see what happens. So I'm happy for the result.
You used the outside lane and you gave so much room that I don't know if drivers just realized that you could carry that much speed, especially on a short run. I mean, you guys would have had 3 or 4 laps. You had 4 to go at the line for the first restart, then the green, white, checkered. I mean, there's enough grip on this racetrack, and there was enough momentum that to use that outside lane was insane. I watched other drivers get involved in that caution prior to that, trying to run the bottom side. There's just so much checkup and so much difference on speed, between 40 lap pressure tire.
Yeah, that caution before the very last one, I believe I was starting in 10th or 8th. I can't remember exactly where, but I just say, well, like the saying goes, just go where they're not. So I just say, well, I'll just go as high as I can, and make some passes and try not to ruin anybody's day, say just take advantage of it, but don't be a bonehead about it, so. But it still worked out. I didn't want to run over Striker. I saw the lap car on the outside there, and I was saying, I had enough momentum, but I had to check up, put the car that was on the outside of Striker. So, but I mean, it still worked out for the best.
It did. It was a great end of the race. Great finish. I watched the. I mean, you were close. I mean, it was close enough that. If Iowa could carry better bottom momentum on the front straightaway, you'd have probably won this thing.
Yeah, in a way, this track kind of reminds me of Richmond just a little bit. It just, with Iowa, I didn't get to race here much with the, before they made the update to the track, so I'm not sure how it ran all that much, but with this track, it just seemed like you had to keep up the pace, and I know for myself, it just felt like when I tried to push, at least early on in the race, it just seemed like the car just get pretty tight, so I had to really pace myself, throughout the long runs that we had tonight.
It was needed. It was a good race. Good green flag pit stops. The little driver at the end. A ton of fun, man. Congratulations on P2 finish, brother. I love it. Always love it. Love getting a chance to have you come up here and Show them how it's done. It's good points tonight for you too, man. Give a shout outs. Get a P2 finish.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you for the broadcast, and I look forward to going back and rewatching the race. You know, it's always a good time to get to come up and talk to you. Um, thank everybody, Chop Shop server, and thank all the drivers tonight, and also thank everybody for watching us and supporting us. It's much appreciated.
Always a pleasure, Pat. We'll see you see you in 2 weeks on Friday nights because you guys are off next
Yeah,
week.
I
So
think yeah, we got an off weekend. I think come back for all the course. So,
yeah.
but you may see me in the truck race next week. Possibly.
Hey, all right. They could use one more driver.
Yeah. I try to make my part-time quota.
The part-time quota. I like it. They have. They've been averaging 46 drivers, right? So when I say they could use one more driver, bring them on. We can have 63 vehicles on a track, folks. 64 technically, but 63 is like the right number. Bring them on. Yeah. Shared pit stops, shared pit stalls. We can do it all.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all.
Love it. All right, Pat. We'll see you next week, brother.
All right, take it easy.
You too. That's Shreveport, Louisiana native. Mr. Pat Green, last but not least, Chris Justice, the man, the myth, the heart monitored level. Brian, you want to stage what happened there in the middle part of the race? I thought you were saving.
I definitely was saving. After the stage, I checked my tire wire. I was at 35 on the right front.
Ooh.
A little bit too close, and I know David, he was almost at 0. So my plan was to split the rest of the race in half, only have one stop. So I really backed up the entry and the rotation of the corners. Everything was going great. Ended up cycling back into the lead while everybody was doing pit stops. Caution came out, and when I pitted, I still had 45 on the right front. So my plan was going great until that first caution. But yeah, I was definitely saving.
I was watching the how the race was panning out, and it used to be, and this is something that I have to talk to my friends over at iRacing about it. When you guys have those situations when it comes down to you get below 15%. Your crew chief is usually yelling at you. Usually you get a meatball flag for those, and then, not seeing that happen was kind of interesting, especially if you're at zeros.
Well, I heard a few drivers. I think Mata was one that got the meatball for tire wear, and David, I think at the end of the stage, I'm not sure if he had one or not, but he was almost at 0. But I think at around 40%. Is when my spotter was yelling at me to take care of the right front. So I was getting the notifications pretty early, and that was a bit concerning for me, which, led to me really taking it easy right after the stage. And I was hoping everybody would burn their stuff up. I would take it smooth and easy because we were having some great green flag runs. I was really enjoying it. And then, cautions breed caution. So as soon as the first one came out, it was all, broke loose.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All 80 double hockey sticks yelling, hey, guess what? But it is racing. It happens. Mistakes get made, drivers get aggressive, and, but hey, you missed the big one coming to the start finish line. That was close.
That was. I wish I had an eye monitor to show how wide my eyes got coming out of turn 4 and seeing that car parked. And I feel so bad for Brandon. He should technically be the one that was third and not me. He just got held up by the car basically parked there. But I'll take it. I'll count it as a pick. And I'll take the extra stage points.
I mean, David, so that was the 63 David Steiner. I was shocked that a caution wasn't out prior to the white flag being taken. And I thought it was coming because, I watched all of the incidents happening, and I was like, all right, surely that's a caution. And then, Stryker, iRacing said, no, we're finishing this race. and Stryker took the white flag, and you know, they were just trying to get going, and you guys were already up to speed, trying to run qualifying laps, and you know, this happens in turn, you know, in turn 3 and 4, basically, and that's just there's not much you could do about it. Trying to get rolling.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy finish, one that I've never been part of. I'm not sure where we were at in regards to when it happened. Kind of glad that it played out the way it did, but also I am the one that benefited from it.
It happens. It happens. You know, we've watched people be wrecked for the win. You know what I mean? So to finish third on something that was just as crazy. I mean, and it's no fault of David. He was just trying to get back around the racetrack. He's still going, you know, and it's just a bad situation when everybody's running 170 miles an hour, or 150 miles an hour out of corner exit, and then you know, you just try to do it. You try to do the thing, and you guys did the thing tonight, man. That was a good race. It was comfortable. It was what you guys needed for week 4. But moving forward, you know, you got the Auto Club coming up in 2 weeks. You're going to be off next week, so a chance to reflect and go at it again.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, other than the mishap that I had last week at Daytona, car kind of went off track, got loose, unfortunately caused a big accident, but I was running P2 at the time. I've already got 2 stage wins so far this season when I had none last year. Me and David Duran were battling for the stage win at Daytona. So far, I'm building up some momentum this season, making sure that when we get to the playoffs, I'm not in the same position that I was last year. But I'm really looking forward to the next few weeks. I've been practicing my road racing. Hopefully it translates well with the Cup car at Daytona. But we got some fun, interesting weeks coming up. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep, it's going to be a blast. Auto Club, let's see, Daytona Road Course, Las Vegas, and then Super Speedway. We've got throwback races. We got all kinds of things happening. It's going to be awesome. A lot of road courses this season too, and it's gonna matter. Being able to a Daytona road course in this car is a lot of fun, but the race I'm looking forward to is the Chicago street course. This car on the Chicago street course, it's crazy, it's insane, and everything's tight, and all the corners feel like they're really, really, really sharp, and you know, your drive off is huge, and that's the race I'm going to be looking forward to when it comes to the road side of things, of course. Hey, you know, another day.
Yeah, I mean, the Chicago street course, that's one that's going to test everybody's patience because there's not a lot of passing zones and a lot of slow turns, and everybody's going to be itching to get to the front as soon as possible. So that one is going to be interesting. That's one that stuck out as soon as I saw the schedule release.
Going to be a blast. All right, Chris, congratulations on a P3 finish. Lot of entertainment factor here tonight, and you guys did a great job.
Thank you very much. And I just want to quickly shout out Chopp'N Auto Care, Chad and Jennifer Wilby. Thank you so much for your support, the belief in me and Jeremy sponsoring us. We couldn't do it without you. My Bull Creek Racing teammates, Jeremy Bailey, Matt Gagnon, weren't able to race tonight, but I'm sure they'll be back for Auto Club. David Duran, congrats on the win last week in the top 5 tonight. And everybody in the Chop Shop, this was one of the best races we had in a while. And of course, Jason, thank you for such a wonderful broadcast. You do such an amazing job for us.
Yeah, I try. I screwed up today a little bit, so, you know, those things happen.
Hey, we screw up on the track too, so it's all good.
Yeah, well, this one could have been prevented. This one was 110% me not plugging the Ethernet cable back into my my streaming PC, so it was running off Wi-Fi and pulling all of the information over from iRacing to it through Wi-Fi and try to stream at at 1440. Not a case. That didn't. Yeah. Bad juju. Don't do that. Wi-Fi 6 is not good enough for 1440. You need to be hardwired, folks. Period. End of story.
Lessons learned, and I'm sure that mistake will probably not ever happen again.
Oh, I've got a post-it note on the wall now. I got a post-it note on the wall. It says, make sure you check the cord. Yep. It's crazy. All right, Chris. Much love, man. We'll see you we'll see you in a couple of weeks. If we don't see you, good luck in your races.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
You too. That's Chris Justice coming home in P-03. Not a bad night for him. We'll throw him back down there and have ourselves a beautiful race. We appreciate everybody. Again, remember, racing happens, and things happen. Things happen for whatever reason that they do. I knew that tires were going to be a factor, especially, 3 or 4 laps around this racetrack. New tires could, we talk about how the restarts go. You get about a 30, 40 lap fresher tire. It's going to be insane to watch these drivers do it. We had 3 drivers try to make that happen. Rayburn was one of those drivers as well, but there toward the end, got taken out in that carnage at the end as well. So, Brian says, great racing all sucks for Banks. It does. It sucks for all the drivers involved in cautions. Things happen. Watching the checkup that happened with Mata and Day, if Day got freed there, it's still on the driver behind to watch the issue. There was enough room or enough reaction out of the corner with a new tire to be able to make the turn on the inside. Just should have made the turn a little quicker. Things happen. Racing happens, folks, and that's the way that the way that I look at it, the way I see it. Again, my opinion is a racing opinion. It is opinion from above. Nobody has to justify their opinion to me. Just justify your opinion to the league. That's what's that's there. Everything that I see is all speculative. It's speculative words. It's speculative based on what I see and above. And what I saw tonight was some pretty fantastic racing and some risks taken. Risks taken means sometimes that mistakes are going to be made. Jason taking the claim for that issue there, I disagreed with. I think they should have let that go to review. But if he felt like he got a little bit free out of the corner, it didn't check anything up. Just a hard run. Hard run, turn to the corner, new tires. If you have an advantage on the field, you have to race yourself. You have to race the field with a little bit of wherewithal. And that's the same thing that happened with Stryker. Stryker did the same thing. Stryker raced with the wherewithal that he needed to get himself out front. And I tell you what, whatever he did with his line there for that 20 from on that green flag run they had before they had the late cautions there, that was some great racing. And so that's how I see it. It was a great race. Drivers could be proud of themselves. Things happen. Racing happens, and that's the way it is. Again, remember, I'm just a commentator. I look down on the racetrack, never down on the drivers. Drivers are going to make or break, the racing. And without the drivers, wouldn't be called racing. That's what it is. We've been doing this 5.5 years. I have a reputation of just being who I am and telling it how I see it. So, and that's racing. I don't care if you're my best friend. If Spicy or Penguin or Skull Key or any of my really close friends were in here and they turned into somebody, I'd say it the same. If my mom was out there racing and she turned into somebody, I'd say, ma'am, it was your fault. You know what I mean? I have no bias against anybody, and so remember that everything that is racing, when it comes to calling racing, is satire. You need to have thick skin. Similar to me, I have to make sure that I have thick skin, and to always remember that these drivers are out here racing on their time and racing with all of their hearts. So we appreciate the ball. We appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you to Chop Shop. We're going to be back here in just a little bit. We've got another race to call for the Sim 500 series, and we appreciate you all. YouTube, on the end of the stream. Twitch, you're going to stay live. We're going to switch everything back over, and we're going to get going again. Be good, be safe, be kind of one another. That's the most important factor of life. If I don't see you in the next stream, I'll see you in the next race. Peace.